is the best solo player? Shout out K-Dog. He's getting so close to 100K. I genuinely think he can get it before 2025. Go.
Solo tournaments are back, so you know I have to be here as well. And in today's video, we are going to be going over the first solo cash cup of Chapter 6. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are trying to hit 85,000 subscribers.
Such a W. W K-Dog. I tried to ask K-Dog if I could pay him to react to his stuff, and he said, nah, it's good, man. I was like, W.
I'm going to quickly go over the opens for both NA and EU, and then I will be going more in depth into the finals like always. So let's start off with the winner of NA, and if you look at the leaderboard, the guy in first place needs to get a job, so the real winner is
That's really funny. I knew that guy. I knew that Amzo's fake. I knew that, bro.
Been betting on Muzz to be like the best solo player and win like
Muzz is insane.
Cash cups, and he started opens off with an absolute bang, getting an average elims of 3 points.
Because normal Iamzo, by the way, doesn't have elite in it. That's why we're saying that guy doesn't have a job.
But still,
or needs one.
Absolutely phenomenal in opens. Technically, third place was G Money on 367.
Yeah, all right, G Money. Fair enough. I don't know who Dragon ET. Hopefully he says who they are. Cause I don't know that. And surprisingly, Cooper is doing good. Because I mean, I watched a little bit of Cooper. It didn't look too good, but hey, maybe he clutched up when I wasn't watching.
On 365, Zigmund was in 5th on 363. Cooper in 6th. Kamzok in 7th. Nolam in 8th. Karate.
I didn't know who Zamwalk was. For some reason, I thought he was a cheater. But apparently, maybe he's not. Dude, I watched one of his games, and his tracking through walls was disgusting. Maybe, chat, maybe... You know, he's not, but chat. So when I watched one of his games, I was sussed out. Like, I was sussed out, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's not.
Ayor in 9th, and then rounding out
because he was tracking his through walls. I was looking at replay.
Not like the super most big name teams inside the top 10, but this is a top 600 solos qualify to the finals. So some other big name players we had is like Poyo in 12th on 354.
Oh, nice.
Flix in 13th on 354 as well. He was able to win 1 out of his 8 games. He had an average placement of 21.8 and an average elims of 5.3. If we just quickly go over his best games, he got a 13 elimination 5th and 11.
His games weren't that bad.
8th, 4 elimination 2nd, 3 elimination 17th, and a 5 elimination 25th. Now that there's no more victory cups, Clix honestly does look a lot more passionate, and he really does care about solos more, which is really cool to see.
Well, victory cups are so butt. I ain't gonna lie, they're butt.
Yamzo in 25th. This is the
nice.
real Yamzo. The Yamzo that is in first place is a full rage hacker. Kanata in 37th, and then Peterbot.
Wait, full rage hacker, right? That guy's been in numerous tournaments. Fortnite. How is he not banned? Now I'm saying, like, come on now.
Place, finishing with 321 points and winning 2 out of the 9 games in opens. Peter had an average placement of 38.6.
Not like, even though like Peter's on top, stuff like that, he's got money, he's got whatever. It still sucks to see the fact that he can't even play the game normally because of people literally just full on cheating. I'm gonna actually show you on Twitter. Matter of fact, K-Dog actually posted this himself as well on Twitter. People had a Discord call open, sharing their screen of the cheater. And then they stream snipe Peterbot and killed him with the cheats. It was disgusting. It almost has 1 million views. Shout out K-Dog.
Oh my god,
this is actually the most sad thing. Like, if you have to do this, that's genuinely sick. Bro,
oh, wait,
that's Peterbot. That's disgusting.
Easy, you're not winning.
Easy. Are you serious, bro? Easy. Like, bro, come on now. That's disgusting. I don't know. I had to show y'all that because that's just... That blew my mind, bro. That blew my mind. Hopefully Fortnite sues them because they're supposed to. Fortnite's supposed to take action and sue. So hopefully, you know, the #1 player that's, in a sense, doing really good for competitive, you should really look into that if your #1 player is dying to cheaters.
Elims of 6.2. He was also streaming the entirety of opens as well. But if we just quickly go over some of his best games, he got a 29 elimination win, an 8 elimination.
Actually, really good games though. He could have gone first if he didn't get killed by hackers.
Final game. Not like the craziest opens or anything for Peter, but I mean, hey, when do we really ever see Peter go crazy in opens anymore? Let's actually move on to how the finals went now. All right, now in the finals, who would have guessed? But it was an absolute cheater fest. Now
Disgusting.
I'm going to be going over all of the controversies that is happening with the cheaters, but let's start off by giving credit to the actual winner of the tournament of Batman Booga, finishing with
oh snap, Batman Booga won. That is tough. W Batman Booga. I'm telling y'all, Batman Booga underrated, bro.
174 points and winning 2 out of his 7 games. Now, if you look at the leaderboard as of right now in this very moment, it says that Elite Iamzo is in first place, but he's just a complete rage hacker. So please just tell him to get a job. But Batman Booga had an average placement of 15.2 and an average elims of 3.
You know what sucks? That Iamzo's like a real pro player. The fact that the rage hacker's using his name is just, he's gotta, Iamzo himself has to get so much backlash for that. It's gotta be awful. But also, he's got to have a lot of viewers as well.
Now, if we go over his match history, it was a 9 elimination win, a 3 elimination 8th, 1 elimination 7th, 1 elimination 8th, 5 elimination win, and then a 4 elimination 3rd in his very final game to secure the first place in the very first solo Cash Cup finals for NA. Huge shout out to Batman Booga. He has been one of the highest up and coming players this year, as well as the second half of last year. I don't really think very many people would have predicted Batman Booga to win the very first Cash Cup on NA. But once again,
I thought Muzz, to be honest, but fair enough.
Now, 3rd place is also a complete rage hacker, so the real 2nd place in the tournament is none other than Man City Cole.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
370 points and winning 2 out of his 8 games. Now, Cole had an average elims of 5.1 and an average elims of 27.7. Now, Cole's match history is kind of crazy to look at because he got a 3 elimination 36, 1 elimination 53rd, 5 elimination 26, 7 elimination 11th, and then he just absolutely locked in his final 4 games.
Yo, back-to-back wins is gross.
Elimination win, died off spawn, and then a 7 elimination 4th in his very final game was literally enough to secure him that 2nd place in the solo Cash Cup finals. When Cole
got inspired with a
all right. Nah, that is gross, bro. Locking in with 2 of those wins is goated.
Grinding, he is a very scary player, and this is just going to look even better for him going into trios now with even more of a confidence boost. 5th place, I'm not 100% sure if they're cheating or not. If we just
maybe, I don't know.
Had to make an assumption. I think we're gonna go with yes. So
that's funny. That's bad funny.
That means that the real 3rd place of this tournament is Iamzo on 300.
W Iamzo. Even after the cheaters, the rage hackers, whatever, I still got Iamzo.
49 points. Now this is the real Iamzo right here. And then 4th place is Peterbot on 348. He was able to win 1 out of his 7 games. He had an average elims of 5.0 and an average place.
And again, Peterbot would have won, but I mean, literally full-on cheaters leaked. Like, that's insane.
24.4. Let's quickly go over the match history, and then I'll show you guys the controversial thing that happened with him. So Peterbot got a 3 elimination 12th, then a 10 elimination 4th, 4 elimination wins, 7 elimination 5th,
that last
6
game.
elimination 7th, 5 elimination 45th, and then he was literally going into his very last game in 1st place, and he was only going to need 30 points to really secure the tournament win. And then what I'm about to show you guys is how Peterbot ended up not winning this tournament.
This is disgusting. Like, chat, this is, if I ever hear any of y'all doing it, y'all never type it in chat again. That is so stupid. How does this boy have 300 points? Like, the fact he has that many points to get into this tournament alone, to get this into finals, and then, yeah, that's just crazy.
At least he tried.
At least he tried. Like, bro, this kid's butt.
Cheater 100%.
Get a job. Please say it, kid dog. Please say it, kid dog.
Easy.
Easy's crazy.
So yes, you guys did see that correctly. Peterbot got absolutely stream sniped in his very last game, and a full rage hacker decided to just grief his whole game basically to make sure that Peterbot was not able to win. I ended up tweeting this out, and Peterbot actually quote retweeted it, and he said, "At Fortnite competitive, joke of a game. Do you guys have your eyes closed 24/7? How are cheaters playing opens and finals every single week?" And I think we did just kind of get a real glimpse here of why Peterbot literally just never streams tournaments.
Yeah.
If you want to truly be one of the top of the top pros in this game, you just cannot stream tournaments, or things like this are just bound to happen to you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, moving on with the rest of the leaderboard, we have
What a kill.
Bolts in 5th place on 340.
W Bolts. It's good to see Bolts back on the leaderboard. Obviously, you see the numbers on the left, but they are different, obviously, because there's still somehow cheaters in finals.
Tied with points on Peterbot. 6th place was Chance. Right under him is actually the player that I just showed you guys that aimbotted Peterbot in the finals.
Wow.
And so 7th place is going to be Muzz on 346.
W
Muzz
Muzz
was another person that had a very good chance to win this solo Cash Cup. He was playing so consistent at the beginning, getting a 4 elimination 3rd, 4 elimination 4th, 9 elimination 3rd, 3 elimination 3rd, 3 elimination 2nd. And then in his final 2 games, he did kind of just sell. But Muzz definitely is still showing that he is a top solo player on the region. And I wouldn't be surprised surprised if he does rack up a couple solo Cash Cup wins this chapter. So then we're going to go with 8th of Murabi. Possibly, I don't know if these guys are cheating. And then we can say 9th is Zigmund. And then rounding out the top 10 is either G-Money or Dekua. This is probably just one of the most scuffed leaderboards I've had to read
Ever.
in a very long time, because Epic Games is not doing their job in banning these cheaters themselves.
Okay, dog, be careful. Be careful what you say, bro. They'll take down your video,
So I am
but
just trying to
they
do my
aren't
best to,
doing it
give
right.
You guys a little workaround on who actually should be in these positions. Remember, it is the top 25 players actually earn money though. So some other big names is like Cooper, Epic Whale,
W.
and those are probably the only other like really big names that are going to earn money. If you're wondering how Clicks did, he finished in 86th place with 225 points. He had an average placement of 47 and
what happened to
an
Clicks?
of 1.1. He really just wasn't able to find any real consistency in the finals. He still does seem like a very passionate player though, and I wouldn't be surprised if Clicks does end up earning in the next solo Cash Cup finals. Now NA was absolutely just filled with drama, but there really wasn't any cheaters on EU, so let's actually move on to how EU went.
Of course not. So
Now,
NA,
EU,
only NA weirdos are gonna do it.
You might ask yourself the question, what year is it? Because in first place of EU Opens is none other than Tayson. Now Tayson finished with 391 points in 7 games and won 2 of them. He had an average placement of 18.5 and an average elims of 7. Now Tayson got a 26 elimination win, a 4 elimination 8th, 7 elimination 3rd.
That's consistent, except for just one game.
4 elimination 4th, and a 6 elimination win. We really got like full solo passion Tayson back for Opens, and that is just super cool to see. Second place was Noyoa, 3rd was Kai, 4th was Ping, 5th was Mikkel, 6th.
See, look how nice the leaderboard looks. Actual pros. Look how nice the leaderboard looks.
7th was Pixie, 8th was Vico on 372. He was able to win 1 out of his 8 games. He had an average placement of 22.2 and an average elims of 6.8. Quickly going over his good games, he got a 31 elimination win, a 5 elimination 4th, 4 elimination 16th, 3 elimination 10th, and a 4 elimination 7th to finish inside that top 10. 9th was Kirma, and then rounding out the top 10 was Default. Just going over some other big names quickly, we had like Vino in 15th, Swizzy in 29th, and then obviously this is a top 600 qual format, so I'm not going to be going over every single person. And also, if you are wondering where Mongrel and Mr. Savage were at, neither of them ended up playing today. I'm not 100% sure why.
Mongrel played, Mr. Savage did not.
Mr. Savage did announce that he wasn't going to be at his setup today, so he wouldn't be able to play. And let's actually move on to how the finals went now. Now, the EU finals ended up coming down to the wire, but we got to see arguably the best solo player in the entire world get the win of Malibuca, finishing with 405 points and winning 1 out of his 7 games. Now, Malibuca had probably one of the most consistent match histories you're going to see for a solo player. He had an average elims of 3.4, but an average...
Oh, yeah, look at that placement. That's gross.
He got a 5 elimination 8, a 3
wow.
4 elimination 3rd, 4 elimination 9th, 5 elimination 4th, 2 elimination 6th, and a 1 elimination 4th in his very final game to secure the win. And just being able to be this consistent in a solos meta is just so impressive. I think he is definitely a top 2 or maybe even just the best solo player in the world right now. Now, second place, and really the only like real competition to give Malibuca a run for his money, was none other than Vico. Now, Vico finished with 378 points and won 2 out of his 8.
Vico's actually really good, so it's tough.
And an average placement of 24.6. If we go over his finals match history, he got a 5 elimination 7th, a 7 elimination 8th, 4 elimination 15th, 10 elimination win, 4 elimination win, and then a 3 elimination 18th in his very final game, which he still needed like 30 more points in that final game to pull off the win. But still, you just have to play so consistently in solos if you want to be at the very top of the leaderboard. Shout out to Vico still though, an absolutely insane performance from him. I think he is definitely going to be a name to look out for, not only in trios.
Now this quality is just crazy.
Now as well. Third place was Zhu on 341. 4th is Xenobot on 336. 5th is Killer Whale, whoever that is. 6th is Badil. 7th is Momsy. 8th is Haijo.
I don't know any of those other players.
Top 10 is Clement. Now the only other like big name inside of that top 25 is like Marius in 15th place. As we get more and more solo tournaments, we'll really start to know who some of the best EU solo players are, and then I can really start going over more of those names in the future.
You know what I'll say? The video is basically over. NA is cooked right now. It's so bad. And I'm surprised these players aren't realizing that EU is just, it has more earnings. I guess like during the FNCS time, like, look, Fortnite, Obviously, I'm not gonna be too much of a douche to them. However, they really do need to fix their game. They need to fix. Obviously, anti-cheat's the best in any game, but there's still so many cheaters ruining the game, killing the number one players, and that ruins it for not only the pro himself, but it ruins it for everyone else watching, everyone else actually enjoying watching the game, because at the end of the day, it is Epic Games' jobs to deal with these cheaters, and I really, really hope that this is a wake-up call that their number one Fortnite player is just absolutely getting stream sniped, because him streaming is he peaked at like 20K average viewers, or not average, like peaked at 20K viewers streaming a Fortnite tournament. That is a lot of viewers for Twitch. That is insane amounts. I really, really hope Fortnite realizes that like Peterbot streaming is one of the best things for Fortnite, and they need to like pick up on that, because like if not, I mean the game's gonna die. And as much as I diss this game, bro, like I hope to see it do.